Well, hello, Out of Ore players. This is Splitintwo coming at you guys with another video. This is kind of like a recap video from the stream that we did blasting out this big gigantic thing. You can find that stuff over here on the main page under past live streams under the massive project underground. You can see this chunk that we have left still here to go. So we're going to show you guys how long it takes with a breakdown and with a timer for them to remerge. So here we have to set the explosives up. So what we're going to do is we're going to test one string at a time and kind of count the seconds, roughly how long it takes for them to remerge into the belts and start processing their chain. This will take a little bit of time. You know, laying these things out is a little difficult. You can see the little green flash before we place it. Be careful. It's hard to really speed place these things, so that way you don't have any problems. So just take your time doing this. So there's 31 in this string. And then what we're going to do is we're going to delete all of these in a row. You can do this quickly just by running and spamming and deleting. You have some ore popping out from like a cave in for some reason. I don't know how we had a cave in above the mesh, but it could have been because we had something sticking down below it. Then we're going to delete the other one as well too, so that way we don't have too many hangers on here. And the reason why I place every one is because it gives you a nice smooth top pattern, but that'll also give you a little bit more lag, so it might be better to space them out if you're having some issues. We're going to drop this timer on you guys and show you guys how fast this 131 string takes to remerge. Cover your ears. Okay, and as you can tell, there's not really any problem, and they're already starting to remerge very quickly when you only do about 31. So that's really nice. It only takes you a certain period of time, which was about 20 seconds. So that's not too bad. That's really good. It goes right into your belt. It starts doing its job, starts popping out. No problem at all. So we're going to try the 62 right here and see what the time difference is for that to remerge into your belts, and maybe see where the cause of the problem is with how many, and try to find the optimal level of blasting for, and it's not really the computer, guys. So I've already done numerous tests on that, guys. It's just a game. Eventually there's so many dirt balls that the game just can't handle it, and it completely compounds it. And that was 61 from the time of the blast. Add 2 on because my timer's being dumb. We'll have a cave in here, but we're just going to watch this out, and we're going to kind of get an idea for how many. So this was double what we just did, and you can see the belts are kind of starting to stack up a little bit. Hopefully I got a good enough view for this so we can find that good exchange. And as well as now you can completely see them going away. Now all of them are not going to go away completely, but we ended at about 43 seconds before they fully remerged with doubling the blast. So almost doubling the time it takes each time. So at a certain point it will stop. But so you can see the belts are all working good. These are popping out. Now this is ideally where you'd want to stop and let these things just do their thing. But we're going to go for another blast. We're going to go for 93 on this one. Okay, so we have the 93 set up here. We still got stuff coming out from the previous run, so we're going to push it. Or count, see what happens. So this is getting ready to go. Yes, we're at 93, and we're already at getting close to where the 62 was. And you can see that there is some lag. This isn't real time in the game for this recording. I want to keep this thing as close to accurate as we possibly could. Well, minus some cave-ins, but we're getting cave-ins every time. So you can see that the remerge is kind of happening a little bit as it starts to decay. We're at 51 seconds. The belt is starting to overflow because you have stuff coming out from the previous run. So that's also going to kind of come into factor too, but some of you guys don't want to wait. So that's why I did it without. So, you know, you could try without it and try it on your own. Let me know your guys' findings in the comments. but I find that this is roughly where you want to be for about maximum blast for most people. Like I was saying, this does not give me any extra performance problems from my computer. My computer's actually running very cool. Some people keep saying I might be lagging or, oh my gosh, your computer. Realistically, no, it's actually just the game. So we ended at, you know, we tripled the number pretty much in a sense, you know, almost every time we ran more. So we're at 120 on the 3, so that's 93, but we're gonna ramp it up even more and kind of see what happens past this point. We're gonna kick some of these around so there's not any extras laying around, and we're gonna lay the big boy string of 124 and see what our number is, because I'm kind of interested if we're gonna add like another 30 or 40, 50 seconds onto the timer. And you know, it's kind of like for science on this episode, guys. So I appreciate you guys for coming in and watching, hanging out, and doing all this stuff. So we're gonna hear of 124 here. So here is the 124 brick that we're gonna light off. The belts have stopped, so we're gonna get a pretty accurate thing here to see what happens. Okay, now you can actually see the delay and how slow these things are coming out now. So we're already at 40 seconds, and there's no way we're going to have any remerge happening. Now, our belts are already stacking fast, and that's due to the lag that comes from the game, not your actual computer. Because during this part, which I actually messed up the recording because I had a screen capture for my CPU usage and memory and everything like that, it never went past 60% usage on any of my things, video card, memory, or anything like that. So during any of these tests, actually, no matter how much load that I put on it, it never really went past that. So this leads to believe it's just Unreal, or it's just, you know, it's on that side of it. It's on the game side, not our computer side, which is completely fine, and it's understanding that that is happening. But we're also getting the full remerge happening now. We're nearing 124, which is kind of interesting because, well, the last one was at 120, and this only added on, well, relatively another 10 or 12 seconds before they fully merged into the belt. Now, this is another thing on the other hand, which is okay, but that's interesting. So now we're going to go for the big boy blast, and this is the 186 to finish off this thing, and this is where it went completely off the rails, and I had to, well, go into crisis mode, because for some reason, at extra 2 rows, it compounds the problem up to 26 minutes. And as you can see there, the duration of how long it takes between each blast was a lot. Oh my gosh, well, we're going to speed this up for you guys so you can kind of see the madness that happened and a lot of you guys might be encountering. And that is because you're just using too much explosive. And the game is just not handling it, and you're having things like this. So I just wanted to get a great demonstration to kind of show what different blasts happen and how they work. How many you should roughly be using. My recommendation is, well, around, I would say around 30 to 60. For me, I'm going to do probably 60 explosions at a time to make sure that my system's running great. And plus, you can get them in there fast. It starts processing faster. You don't have any of this extra buildup on your computer. But this is what the room looks like when it's all done. So we're going to be jumping on stream today and kind of dinking around with this also. If you're watching this in the future, well, it'll be in the thing where I showed you at the beginning of the video. But this is how long it is. We made quite a bit of money doing this. It also costs quite a bit of money, but we'll go over that here in a little bit. But man, we found out some interesting results for that. The time duration between 126 or 100, yeah, 124 blasts and 186 was a total of over 26 minutes. It was 26 minutes difference. I literally had it built up so much that it took forever. So I was just like, okay, let's just time lapse it and show you guys the chaos that happened. So it was yeah, do not go for anything more, I would say, than 100. 99 is great. So whatever a stack is, 99, keep it at 99. Don't go over 99. You're gonna end up just making stuff have problems. But as you can tell, here's the payout for this thing. I know a lot of you guys have been wondering, Split, how much money did you actually make, dude? Did you actually make anything doing this? Absolutely I did. Because we mined out the bottom section, which yielded us around $5 million. And then as well, we're sitting here and look at all this. We have so many of these things. They're worth so much money, right? So we got gold, we got magnetite. Magnetite's not worth a lot. As you can see, I'm dragging them up here and showing you guys the prices. And we got some diamond here, which is worth 182 or 184. And the big boy, the coal, is worth 2 million. So this is just from the roof alone. In the section that we pulled, this whole roof section, which is about 4 meters of the roof. So all together, for just this roof blast, we made a total of $4 million. So this room, to core out this room, in total was probably close to, we're gonna estimate here without, just raw money coming in. It's probably close to around $8 to $9 million for this room. Now, yeah, it cost me about $1 million or $2 million, so that's not too bad. But as you can see, this is our total money pool, and we've never dropped below 6 million, but we kept making and spending tons of money because it costs a lot of money to build all this stuff. So we're definitely in the profit, guys. So this method does work. Keep it clean and keep it down to like I said, 30 blasts to be comfortable, depending on your computer, because some computers would cap out maybe a little sooner before the game caps out. But that's my data that I've been able to find on the blasting and how much and how many and all that great stuff. So if this helps you, or you found this interesting and you'd like me to do more of this content, smash that like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and we'll hit you back on the next one.